Rosie Jimenez, a single mother who was also a scholarship student 6 months away from reaching her teaching credential. She was the first known victim of the Hyde Amendment, which cut off the Medicaid from funding abortion to women on public assistance. Too poor to pay for the procedure at a private clinic. She died of agony from a botched abortion. This is a true story from now.org. The right to have an abortion should be given to all women. To take the right away would be to violate their civil liberties. There are many arguments against abortion, and there are many reasons why abortion is important to society. And according to the fetal position, life begins at the moment of conception. This just means like a human zygote, when that's created, evidently it has the potential to become a human. This is the same as if a turtle zygote is gonna potentially become a turtle. If this is the main argument to why people shouldn't have an abortion, I feel this is a weak argument, because questions such as when is the exact moment of conception, when does a human actually become a human, such as when does it gain a soul, and whose right is it to dictate when a woman should have a mother or child, and whose rights are more important, the mother's or the potential child. Meaning, the use of the word potential, meaning that a human zygote lacks the human anatomy in a spine, that is not even a vertebrate yet. And the fact that it can potentially become a human doesn't mean it will. There are many things that can cause a zygote not to multiply and the birth to fail. According to abortion-opposed reviews, abortion for unwanted pregnancies are the most disliked, but they have important aspects in society as well, such as why if a woman doesn't want to carry a child to term, she has a choice as to have an abortion. Though there are other options, like she can put the baby up for adoption, or she can live on welfare if she's poor. But why should those be the only reason? Excuse me. Why should those be the only choices that she has? Abortion also helps the future child, because instead of being born and having to live with a parent who resents them, who abuses them and abandons them, I guess they wouldn't live at all, which in my opinion is better than someone torturing you throughout your life. Less acknowledged benefits for abortion are that they keep the crime rate down, overpopulation down, and they help people who are not yet emotionally and financially able to have a child. The purpose of this speech right now, because most of the people agreed that abortion should be legal, is to discuss the H.R. 3 bill. This bill is the No Taxpayer Funding for Abortion Act. This bill is basically saying that abortions will no longer be funded. And this basically, in a way, revokes Roe versus Wade, because it takes away a woman's rights to have an abortion because she's too poor to get one. Some people, even if this isn't important to you, have a question. I'm sorry. I'm just going to show this clip.
Democrat on Pentagon said it was misogyny with a side dose of class warfare. What did she mean? Isha?
Well, I mean, what denying federal funding for abortion does is target people who receive federal funding for abortion. Who are those people? Those are low-income women on Medicaid. Those are women who get their health care through the Federal Employees Health Benefits Plan, through the Indian Health Services, or through the military. So these are women that are particularly targeted, and this bill expands out to women who middle-income women who are plan to get their health care through the expansion in the health reform law. So I think it's important to remember that this is pushing out further and further the numbers of women that are going to be affected by restrictions on access to abortion.
I feel like she explained that point better than I could, but there's another reason why I'm against this bill as well. I have a question. If in the future you plan on, women, men, whoever, you plan on going to a bar and you happen to get drunk and 10 men take you behind the bar and rape you or have sex with you forcibly, is that rape? Yes? No? Legally, if this bill is passed, it wouldn't be considered rape because you were intoxicated. It only covers people who are mentally challenged, mentally unable to say no to sex, and this doesn't count women who are intoxicated. And this can have many problems affecting the judicial system in the future, because if someone says rape is something different now, when it comes to law, someone could say she wasn't raped because she was intoxicated later. And I would like to conclude by stating that believing abortion should be lawful does not mean that you have to like it, but that you believe every woman has the right to do what she wants with her body.